And a 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next. What? I'm gonna redo that, Mulligan. Hello,
Nobody
everybody.
says that word.
I do. Welcome to the Nihility podcast. Today we feature me, Chris, and a Dylan.
A me?
A Chris, a Dylan.
That is an
A
atrocious.
single solitary Dylan, and then
The
one
what can I
they
say?
them nin.
They, them, nin.
Yeah, that's how I'm introducing you, so people
A
are
then.
aware.
Thank you.
Then.
Thank you.
Yeah. I realized, though, when I texted you earlier about saying, do you want to do the podcast, I didn't realize for an hour that I wrote Nina.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I knew it was a mistake, so I didn't really care to go and correct it.
I
It was like,
did this
it's whatever.
thing. I did this thing on my phone when I was bored in the airplane, and I was messing with some settings. And I was like, I haven't touched my keyboard settings because I don't know if iPhone has this where you can adjust a shitload of settings just for your keyboard
Yeah.
alone. Like
Yeah.
how high it is on the screen, how big the letters are. You can adjust what
Yeah,
the keyboard
I
is.
can adjust
so.
some of it. But
Yeah, so I'm like going through and I'm like, oh man, Samsung has a shitload more options than I thought it would. So I'm going through it all, and I was fixing like autocorrect stuff. I was fixing, double tap for space and a period and
yeah.
whatever. So, and I adjusted some of the autocorrect settings, and sometimes I deleted the dictionary it filled out for me, like that I customized on me for the past 3 years since I've had the phone. So now it's relearning how I type. So sometimes it autocorrects when it shouldn't. Sometimes it doesn't autocorrect at all. So I'm retraining my phone for my keyboard.
See, I would love to get one of those apps that allow you to like customize your keyboard to make it all cute and stuff. Because I used to love to have that stuff whenever I was younger, and it would give me the option to like have these cute little like emojis, but not emojis. But like I'm so attached to the words that my keyboard has like stuck with that I'm like, I can't redo that. It knows my regular key smashes. I can't redo that.
I love keyboard smashing.
See, the old, disgusting, the old, or like the background for my keyboard, like the gradient opaque background that's behind the keys, I can change
Yeah.
that to any color I want, and I can make it like a Canadian wilderness if I wanted to.
Oh my
and I can
God.
like download, I can probably make it a picture of a nipple if I wanted. I haven't looked into it, but
I think there are apps that allow you to do that.
for sure.
Yeah. I used to like I would love like doing like certain themes. Like I'm sure I've done like a Vampire Night theme or a Jeff the Killer theme
Yeah.
because like an Astarian theme.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Oh yes.
Oh god! All right, we'll get into that later. But first of all, before the podcast goes any further, I'm gonna grind it to a halt. We have to introduce Nin.
Hi.
And
I'm
Nin,
not
I don't
doing
know,
this.
Dylan and Nin, you guys will have to describe who they are and what the relationship is and everything. Just a Cliff Notes version of who
We're
you are.
married.
We are not.
That was fast.
We are not married.
By the tone of Dylan's voice, you never will be.
Yeah. He doesn't like me.
Bruh.
Wait, I had to introduce myself?
Yeah.
Or I am Nin.
That's
Are you-
exactly what I expected.
I use they them pronouns. Although like I won't get pissed off if anyone messes up. It's just like, hey, I prefer this.
Very occasionally, will somebody slip out a she or something like that, and like I'll do it every once in a while. And I don't
I
like
never
being,
notice it.
Dylan, I don't like being called out. You're like, oh, misgender. Like, first of all, fuck you. I get it 99 out of 100 times, and then no, not even that. I get it 999 out of 1,000 times. I say nin, and then
It's a pretty
one
big number there.
the one time I say she instead of they, I don't need to be told that. I'm aware.
Sometimes
you.
I even misgender myself, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
huh.
I'll do
Weird.
it to Sav too. I'll say she, they, and it happens. All right, there are titties. I'm gonna say she in my brain. Like it's just
As long as
an autocorrect.
you aren't like overly apologizing, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I can't believe I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
That's
Then like I feel obligated to say like, no, it's fine, and it's like,
the
just
best way is just move on. Like it's
Yeah.
either be like, oh my bad, or just don't even acknowledge it, and just that as long as you say they the next time,
just
forgive it,
correct
forgotten.
yourself and move on.
Yeah, forgive and
But, like,
forgotten.
Yeah. I'm surprised with how well my parents did with calling me Nin while they were out here. Because, back
yeah.
at home,
I was paying attention.
back at home, they aren't the best with it, but I think having that influence around them also helped them. I don't think they called me my dead name once.
Your what?
No.
Yo.
For context, Nin's parents came out and visited, last month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came out and visited from the P of A, and I learned a lot. I learned that Nin's brother is actually not short, fat, and hairy. I learned he's, in fact, the opposite. Tall,
He really is,
lanky,
like, the complete
with Weird Al
opposite.
Yankovic hair.
Tall, scrawny hippie.
Yeah, and I again, when I swear I thought your grandparents were coming out. I really
No.
did. The whole time,
No.
up until they walked in the door, I thought your grandmother was going to be here. 100%.
I mean, I wish. I would love for grandma to come out, but she's blind and
That's why I was
with
so
peel-
concerned about walking over the gates. I'm like, how is Nin's
No,
grandmother
she
gonna
would
step
never.
over the gate?
no, she would never because her hip is too fucked up.
I literally just put up the Michigan vlog today.
Yeah, I
and
saw you uploaded
there
it.
are a couple clips. One of them is me getting on the plane going to Michigan, and there was just a baby screaming, so I recorded a clip of that. And then the clip of us landing in Boston was, you got to listen to that, because it's just the flight attendant being like, folks, the captain is requesting that everybody stay in their seats because the EMT's walking through with the lady having a
Oh, yeah.
medical
Oh.
issue, and it was the whole thing. I have no idea what happened with that, because again, for context, I recently went out to Michigan to visit my friend Sav, and I was there for 5 days, and I got back last Tuesday. And that's going to lead into everything else I want to talk about when it comes to work. But yeah, we landed and they were like, oh, the gate that we're like the thing that connects the airplane that you walk off, like the walkway, the ramp, whatever you want to call it. They said that thing was smoking, like as if some electrical component was on fire or something. So they're like, we're going to be exiting out the back of the plane. All I could think of was like the ladder in Terminal in Modern Warfare 2. I'm like, oh fuck
Oh
yeah.
my god.
It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
sick. I'm gonna go down that ladder. It's gonna be cool. And it didn't happen. So, because then they're like 20 minutes later, not 20, it's actually like 10 minutes later. Like, never mind, we're using the front, I guess. And then nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
I would have been excited for like you know sometimes airplanes still have that emergency slide that you just slide off of.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't happen. Like, you don't just
Damn
get
it.
to use that slide.
Into a bouncy house.
Yeah. And again, going on tangents real quick before we go any further, I do want to plug that if you're not subscribed to the Spotify feed where I upload these, I would strongly urge you to do so, because if you're watching this on YouTube or something, I have moved my like bi-weekly or weekly vlogs that I do where I give you guys updates. I've made an entire podcast show about that. So go subscribe to the feed. It's just called a solo cast right now. It's not a solid name. It's what I'm doing. And instead of doing a solo cast talking about the Michigan trip and everything that's going on, I finally was like, we're just going to do this podcast tonight with us three because we've been meaning to. Basically, like every time Dylan and Nin walk out of their room late at night as I'm in bed and I'm like, well, now I got to get up. Or I was already getting up and I'm about to open my door and they walk out, so I wait 10 more seconds so it doesn't seem like I'm following them. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I go out, and then we always just have like mustard ketchup conversations. Fuck, I tried not to. I actively tried not to, but I had to say it. We
Son of a
have conversations in the kitchen, in the hallway, in the living room, just
Yeah.
where we're just, bringing each other up to speed and just random stuff. So we're like, we just need to record a fucking podcast. So here we are.
I've never done a podcast before. I think I tried once in 5th grade with my old best friend. We had no idea what we were doing. We were just like,
Fifth
Hey.
grade, that was a different world. In fifth
Oh, yeah.
grade, whenever we got high grades on quizzes, tests, handed in our homework or whatever, my teacher would give us wooden golf tees.
What?
Like, like the little wooden stick you put in the ground to put the golf ball on top
Oh.
of, a golf tee. I believe it's called a golf tee. And he would give us
think so.
those, and we would collect them, and then we could exchange them for prizes. So it
Wait.
incentivized us to do our work.
Wait. What
Wait.
what did you call them? The sticks?
Golf tee. Because you're,
Yeah, no,
you're teeing up. You're teeing up, and that's what it's called. 94.
We always just called them popsicle sticks.
Excuse me?
Are you thinking of the correct thing?
Yeah, that's
I
incorrect.
think.
All right, well,
don't
we're
know.
gonna. I haven't
I'm
used. I'm gonna blow
confused.
the dust off the podcast dump real quick. And then if you go down to you see podcast reference chat. Look down there.
What the fuck is that?
One of the last times we recorded a podcast. in there. Ziplining at camp. Hey, this is our 10th episode.
What?
This is the 10th episode. February 2022. February 2022 was the last time we recorded a podcast. I don't know who was in this one. I think it was me, you, and Jake, little Jake, I think. This was ziplining. Yeah, it was ziplining camp. We were talking about sergeant camp, so sixth grade stuff.
I feel like I could manage doing my own, like, solo podcast or something, because I'm lonely, and I have a lot of stuff to talk about, like games and drama. I love drama. And then, like, maybe my own, like story stuff that I'm thinking about, which I also want your opinion on, by the way. I came up with a little thingy thing, and I'm a little excited about it because, like, I don't know. I kind of want to work on it. It sounds cool to me. I feel like I could manage doing my own thing. It's just whether I, one, could keep it going, because I feel like I'd be too awkward talking to myself. And two, I don't think people would enjoy listening to me.
Well, you never know. I mean, I know people don't enjoy listening to me, but I still do it anyway. So, and you have a female voice, therefore you're already like 6 times more likely to have a following grow. Yeah.
I'll do a podcast where I actually show my face, but I'll get giant boobs from Amazon. The like drag queens use in their stuff. What?
You can borrow mine.
Where are
I
they?
didn't tell you guys. I have
Closet?
2 OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
One of them is just me with cleavage.
Oh my god.
Funny enough, it's my foot OnlyFans, but
Yo.
yeah.
That package that you brought me earlier.
Yeah.
It came with thigh-high socks, and they're like super sheer, and I feel like I could manage my own like foot OnlyFans with shit like that.
I feel like I could, and you never
totally.
have to show your face.
No, I think the only thing that would give me away is my toe wart.
No. Also, that sounds graphic, but no, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, that's
I know that anywhere."
What? That's fucking Swiss roll Shiro on Instagram. No.
God.
Holy moly! I know where that. I know where that came from.
Oh yeah, so with the package, I initially went down and got it earlier, and then leaned it against the door because I can do that now without the bunnies potentially getting it with the gate there.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, 10 minutes later, I was like, you know what? Nin's probably not going to come out till like 4 p.m. They're probably in a coma, and I'm sure they want that package sooner than when they leave the room. So I'm just going to knock and give it to them.
No, not by myself. Absolutely not.
So I'm like, I'm just going to give that to them.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I panically get up, and then I have to hide behind the door because I don't sleep with pants on.
Yeah, I hear you like fall out of the bed and Scooby-Doo run to the door.
I actually make the noise, the running. Yeah. I was really sick this morning.
I couldn't tell because you were in the shadow of the door frame.
I know it's bad whenever I start getting hot flashes in my feet.
Gross.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we not? Can we avoid feet, please?
I'm sorry.
I've had a long day. I don't need to be thinking about feet and their combination of feet and warts.
I'm sorry. My hot foot wart is getting real hot and swollen.
It's just a dry, crusty wart shedding its skin like a lizard.
My foot skin is shedding, actually.
All right, so we have a couple of things we can move to for topics. That's not foot warts. Do we want to have Nin go on a tirade of whatever, just Ninisms? Do you guys want to talk about Baldur's Gate, or do you want to hear about my day at work?
I want to hear about your day at work. I'll be honest.
All right. Well, all right, so it's not been a day. It's been the entirety of the past fucking week.
Oh, God.
So I just talked about this to Mom, too, because she texted me because I posted, like, fuck work, this shit sucks or whatever.
Yeah.
So essentially, like I said, I was in Michigan from technically Wednesday was when I left home because we stayed at a hotel the night before so I could make my flight early in the morning. And then I was in Michigan from Thursday to Tuesday. And then Tuesday night didn't get back to like 9 p.m. And then I had to work the next day, Wednesday, and I have been working through. Today is now Tuesday again, so from Wednesday to Tuesday, I've been working every single day without a day off, which is not the worst because I do go into work in like the middle of the day, but it's still exhausting because there's just no time to rest. So every single day since I've been back, I have just been dealing with a whole lot of bullshit because one of the managers is out with COVID and we have a COVID outbreak. So I'm back to wearing a mask right now, and all the staff has been kind of cut down because some people got COVID, and on the weekends specifically, staff is always cut down in half. So for those of you who don't know, I work in a care facility, and I just work in the kitchen, mostly just doing dishes, delivering food, stocking carts, and just doing kind of miscellaneous stuff, and then closing at the end of the night, and whatever have you. So usually I bring a food cart to the first floor, I bring one to the second floor, riding an elevator, and then I go and collect stuff from the second floor on the first floor, take care of all that stuff, whatever. And usually I hang out in the kitchen from 5 o'clock when the food gets delivered until the cook should be leaving by like 6:30, just in case there are phone calls down in the kitchen. There's a direct line to the kitchen. In case there's phone calls, we say we have a problem, we need food or whatever have you. The cooks have been leaving early. So the cooks have been leaving at like 5:45. I'm hanging around the kitchen, and the phone has just been going off the hook the whole time. I'm getting calls from one person saying, hey, we're out of food. And like sometimes they tell me to save the food in case, or to like reheat it or whatever. Most of the time the food goes straight in the trash. It's just a huge waste. It pisses me off and it's gross, but I can't do anything about it. They will fire you for trying to keep the food or for feeding the nurses. It's trash. Stupid. It's trash. So been getting calls down constantly. The phone's gone off like 5 or 6 times a day with benign bullshit that I have no technical authority over given my position. For example, on a spaghetti and meat sauce night, some floor, like the third floor, is calling down saying, hey, we ran out of spaghetti. And I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't keep the spaghetti because he told me not to keep the spaghetti. And they're like, all right, what do we do? And I go, I don't fucking know. That's not my job. But I'm saying it all sardonically. This is how they call. They're like, hi, we ran out of spaghetti. I go, all right, sorry, we didn't keep it. He told me not to keep it. And they go, what do you want me to do? Like, they're just like so bitchy about it. They're so angry. And because they have a bunch of senile old ladies up their ass about the food, and rightfully so. They should have gotten enough food, but they didn't. Mm-hmm. So, because this one kitchen makes food for like 5 different locations in the entire building. We're the only kitchen that makes the food. So something's always going to go wrong. So they're calling down, giving me shit, thinking that I'm the cook, or thinking I have some kind of responsibility or authority over any of the food that goes out. And especially when they see me deliver the food, they think, oh, this guy must have made all the food. He's bringing it right to me. So when I get down there and they're like, hey, blah, 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 this. Or if I go to pick up the food cart, they're like, we ran out of this 10 minutes in. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I take the cart? Like, what are we supposed to do? We had to give him this. I'm like, cool, I'll tell the cook. I'm the one who receives the wrath of angry nurses who didn't get whatever food. And it's just been basically that every single day. Or it's been that, and we need you to run errands. So I'm like, have to run a quarter mile down to the other end of the building to go bring them something that they ran out of. Or we ran out of this. Okay, let me call a different floor to see if they have it. So I call the second floor. Sure, we have extra. Cool, I'll come get it. I go ride the elevator to the second floor, come back down, run to the other end of the building, which is like 900 steps away, and then give them the thing, get all the way back. The moment I walk in the door, the phone's ringing already. I haven't even walked in the door yet back to the kitchen. The phone's fucking ringing. So I answer the phone. Hey, we need styrofoam cups. Cool. I don't know why requisition didn't fucking get you the styrofoam cups, but I'll be right up. I go up to there, and they're like, hey, we actually need lids too. Why didn't you tell me you needed lids? So I have to go back down the elevator, and I get there. The phone's ringing. It's me. Hello. So I answer the phone, and then somebody say, we don't have spaghetti. And I'm like, I don't have spaghetti either, bitch. So I need to go get cup lids. So I have to go get them some cup lids. So I go, it's been that every single day for the past 6 fucking days. And I'm working 9 days straight. And I'm sick of it. So, like I said, food, I bring down the food for the first floor at 5 o'clock. On average, they're done serving and ready for me to get the steam cart by 5:30. Usually, they have the system. They're pretty good at it. But because the staffing is so short and people are getting moved around floors that they don't usually work, I go down there 5:30 and they're like, no, today, and they're like,
good, Nin?
Nin's losing their mind.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Is it my voice?
Yeah.
So, well, all right, so keep in mind, visualize the podcast. Nin's dying as I continue to tell this. So, I go down there at 5:30, and one of the nurses is like, yeah, we're not even close to done. I'm like, what do you mean you're not even close to done? They're like, okay, whatever. Can you guys call me when you're done? They go, sure. So I go back to the kitchen, and I'm hanging around on TikTok, listening to a podcast, doing whatever, and then still shitting their pants. Then I call. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on top of this. So I call second floor, and I say, hey, just call me when you guys are done, okay? So I don't have to waste time going back and forth. They go, sure thing, dude. So I'm waiting. And it's 6 o'clock.
Sorry,
It's been
losing it.
It's been an hour, and usually I have both things collected and both things done by this time, and so I call second floor, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're good. So I go up there at like 6:15 or whatever. I collect the car, everything's fine. I go back down there, I'm doing all that stuff, and then it's like 6:45 now at this point, and the first floor still hasn't called me. So I walk all the way down there. And it is a small trek to get down there. And they're like, nope, we're not done yet. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's been an hour and 45 minutes. And you guys usually get this done in 30. What the fuck is happening? So I literally do not get that first floor done until 7:15 tonight.
Jesus.
2 hours and 15, or sorry, hour and 45 minutes after I usually pick it up, but 2 hours and 15 minutes since the food got down there until they fucking finished. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna drop a live grenade in this building. Shrapnel for everybody, dude. It's
/J.
dude. I'm telling you, I just. And then apparently I get to my car tonight and I get a text from one of the LNAs. And she's like, hey, did you leave yet? Before you leave, hey, stop by the inn, which is the first floor food place.
God.
And I'm like, and I see it as I get into my room and take my pants off. I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry, I didn't see the text. And my phone's on vibrate, and I just got in my car and fucking went home immediately. And she's like, no, it's fine. It's whatever, no problem. I go, what did you need? She goes, nothing, it's fine. I'm like, no, seriously, I have anxiety. You have to tell me what you needed. And she's like, I got you Dunkins. And I'm like,
What?
because she always asks me, I'm going on Dunkin' Run, do you want anything? I'm like, no, for a lot of reasons, no. One, I don't have the money. Two, I don't like owing people money. And three, if you don't accept me giving you the money back, I will be upset because I don't like people getting me stuff for free. And especially, like, that's why I'm not going to tell you the things I like at Dunkin's, which is literally 2 or 3 items. So she's like, I got you Dunkins. And I'm like, oh, God, now I feel really bad because you wasted money. She won't tell me what she got me. I'm like, you got to tell me what it was. She's like,
Who was
no.
this?
Just one of the LNAs. I'm not going to say people's names. Yeah, so she gave me Dunks, and I'm like, oh, fuck. That sucks. I don't even know what to do about that. I don't want anyone getting me anything. I really, really appreciate just being thought of, but, like, also, God, please don't do that. But yeah, so that's just what it's been like, and I still have tomorrow, and then I have to go work at the kitchen, because I'm back to working at the kitchen on Thursdays now, and I won't have a day off till Friday. So, and then I don't even know if I will have my regular Mondays off again. I should. There should be no reason why. I think the only reason I was put on this Monday to work is because I was on vacation, so I think, resetting the schedule kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if he starts taking me off Mondays or whatever, I'm like, nah, dude, you got to keep me on those Mondays because that's, like, consistency for me. I need that.
The nurses, like, having attitude and calling and stuff. I was going to say, I feel like, and my mom was a nurse, so, like, I have, like, personal experience. I love my mom, though. It's like, nurses are either the sweetest souls or the bitches, and there's no in between.
Yep.
You will not get in the middle. It's one or the other.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, they have no concept for what the kitchen has to do. Like I said, the kitchen it's one dude or one girl, one cook, cooking from 11 to 5 for, like, 250 people across 5 different locations across 3 floors of this giant asylum building. Like, they're cooking for a hospital, essentially.
Yeah.
And they're just like, why don't I have my spaghetti? I'm like, I don't know, Brenda. Why don't you have your spaghetti?
Shut the fuck up. I know taking care of so many people at once is frustrating.
Yeah.
It's
especially with on, like, the 3rd floor, I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's a dude who walks around smearing his shit on the walls.
Ooh.
So, like, they got to deal with some fucked up people. Like, you guys know, I told you yesterday, a diaper came down on my food tray.
Yeah.
A diaper, dude.
And old people are miserable. They
For
are
sure.
miserable assholes.
They all stink
But
like
don't-
piss and decay.
But, yeah. But don't take it out on me. I want to know if I'm allowed to go to the bathroom or not. Just because I have to announce it at every given moment, I blew up 3 bathrooms in a hospital.
God.
Oh yeah.
What?
That's right.
I never would have guessed.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell your story. This is, by the way, this is Nin's introduction to everybody that they meet. Hi, I'm Nin. I blew up 3 hospitals.
Yes.
He's not even joking.
Go ahead and tell the story.
This was whenever I was living with my parents. I think I might have been 17. I don't know. Might have been 18. I forget. I was experiencing very terrible cramps, like cramps I've never felt in my entire life. And I was like, something is wrong. After like hours of just dealing with it, I got up from my bed and I tripped and I like moved my body and I twisted my body, which made the cramps like 10 times worse. And I ended up crawling to my parents' room and I sat on their bed crying like for a good like 7 minutes before working up the courage to wake my mom up. And I ended up getting her up and telling her like I need to go to the hospital. She was pissed off because I guess like a week prior I had gone to the hospital for a different issue, but I don't remember that. We ended up getting to the car and I think she started realizing like I was genuinely in pain because I was crying trying to get into the car. I could not lift my leg because I was in so much pain. We get to the hospital, she puts me in a wheelchair, wheels me up to an area, and
An area?
Yes. I forget what happens at this point. I just know you went to bed. So I didn't have any emotional support from anyone except my mom. And I was there for hours, and they were like, maybe kidney stone? Pee in this cup. And there was blood in it. And I was like, oh my god, I started my period. I'd never felt cramps like this before, so I didn't draw it up to my period, and before I was on birth control and stuff, I had irregular periods. I never knew when I was going to have my period.
Sometimes there were commas.
What?
Shut up.
Says sometimes there were commas.
Shut up.
Yo.
Stop. Anyways, I hate it here. Oh no, I'm terrified of surgery. Okay, so I was laying in the hospital bed, and Mom was like listening in on these nurses because I asked if I could go pee because I really needed to go pee, and they were like, no. She overheard them saying, "Is that the appendix girl?" And whenever she heard that, she looked at me, and I was like, "What?" And she said, I think I heard appendix. And I was like, what does that mean? And she said, surgery. And
Worst thing you could have said.
Yes, that was the worst thing I could have heard in that moment because I'm terrified of surgery. Anyways, I get a CAT scan. I get a CAT scan.
Yeah.
And they put the medicine in me and they're like, it's going to feel like you're peeing, but you're not. And it does feel like I'm peeing, but I'm not. It's really weird. And I get the scan done.
Prophecy foretold.
They think that I passed the kidney stone, and we were laying there waiting for me to be discharged. And I was like, I really shut the fuck up. I hate it here. So I was trying to call the nurse, and of course the nurse has to take 30 minutes when someone's calling her. And as soon as she got there, I was getting no. This was before she got there. I shit my pants.
Okay.
I diarrheaed my pants in the bed, and I looked at my mom, and I was like, I diarrheaed myself, and she was like, no, you didn't.
That's not a verb.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, she was like, nuh-uh.
Stop.
And then
girl.
that's when the nurse came in. I was like, can I please go to the bathroom? And she was like, yeah, go. So I go to the bathroom. I blow that shit up. I get up and go back to my room. And I actually had to throw my shorts out because they turned from pink to brown. Yeah, so I threw them away and I was like, do they have underwear that they could just hand out? And Mom was like, no. So I was fucked. And then I was like, I can feel it brewing again, only moments later.
Ew.
And so I was, exiting the room, looked over, a guy had just entered the bathroom I went in, and I was like, fuck. So I had to look for the next bathroom, which was like down another hallway. It was like down the block. So I'm sprinting down this hallway to reach the bathroom, and I blow it up. I blow up the bathroom. And it happened a third time. I forget if it was in another bathroom. But I ended up going home. I lied to the doctors because I was too embarrassed to tell them it was my period because I didn't think it was my period. I'd never felt that before.
Yeah, but they should listen. I just binged all of House, and they should have assumed.
Probably, and they did ask, like, are you starting your menstrual cycle? And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. Again, they're irregular.
Aren't you the doctor?
Yeah,
Well,
like,
just-
I don't know. But, like, those were the worst cramps I've ever felt in my whole life, and that's what I assume contractions is going to feel like whenever I'm going to have a baby.
Which you won't. Never.
What?
Yep, you're not gonna. The apocalypse will happen first.
Probably.
And you don't want to be having a baby in the apocalypse.
I want it to be an alien apocalypse so I can fuck the aliens.
I'll fuck an
Bruh.
alien right now.
What?
I'll fuck an
Do it.
alien right now.
Do it.
I will let
No
you
balls.
fuck an alien if I can fuck Shadowheart. How about that?
No, because then I'm
Don't-
fucking a Starian.
That sounds like a
jeez.
horse name. Shadowheart, come here.
No, it sounds like a warrior cat name.
No, it sounds like a horse.
Are you sure?
For sure. Shadowheart, are you kidding me? That's a horse if I've ever heard a horse's name.
Oh my god.
That's a horse if I've ever heard one.
I don't like her name, but she's not a horrible character. But like,
You guys want to get the Baldur's Gate thing out of the way so I can lean back in my chair?
yes.
Go right ahead, Nin.
All right, you guys talk about Baldur's Gate. I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
I can't stop thinking of him. Talk
Go
about it.
on. No,
what,
no.
what am I
no,
supposed to?
This is your turn. Go ahead. Get it out. Get out of your system.
While we were in the car, every song I listened to reminded me of him. I was sitting there listening to Monster by Lady Gaga, and it reminded me of this edit that I saw that was perfect.
You got something you want to say to me?
Oh, careful!
Anyway, Shadowheart is like really, really dope.
You look at her titties all the time.
That's
I'm allowed
not
to talk
true.
about him.
That's not true. I don't look at her titties that often.
I bet you've already looked at Roll 34.
You already had sex with Astarion, okay? 3 times!
3 times!
But God forbid if I look at her pixelated boobies.
Have you looked at her feet yet?
No! Have you looked at his? You're...
You can take off his boots!
And you looked? Did you sniff while you were at it?
They're not pretty feet, if that helps.
I can already tell I'm going to have to reduce that audio. I can hear you guys. I don't even know what that waveform's going to look like.
The waveform looks
Waveform
like
is my nightmare.
waveform is Nin taking off his boots and taking a whiff.
I did not take a whiff. I just wanted to get a peek because they're ugly. And I
Really?
wanted to see if he had man feet. And he does have man feet. It's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Ew.
he's a man.
Yeah. He's so hot. Okay, listen. If you like Dragon Age, you will like this game. The only thing you won't like is the point and click stuff.
Like RTS.
But it is so similar to Dragon Age, and that's why I love it so much. I finally get to have another story so similar, but like not similar. It has the same like the camp and romancing, and there's so much to do.
You get to
And,
choose
like,
your penis.
You get to choose your genitals, and
Yeah,
I'm
there's
so
like
glad.
6
oh
different
my God.
penis options.
Oh yeah, and you get to listen to beautiful singing while you do it. Amazing song, by the way.
In the character creator, there's a song that plays during it. I
It's
could
so
listen to
good.
it on repeat.
Oh, yeah.
Repeat. It's so beautiful. It just
And like there is a lot of replayability, like with all the different races and classes.
how many classes
Because-
are there? Like 12.
I don't know. I probably there is maybe I don't know. There's so many different scenarios for like just each thing. Like I played a drow on my own, like on my solo game. Everything has turned out completely different than it has with my high elf. I really recommend you trying it at least because
I
it's
won't.
you
will
should
not.
you
He will
should.
I'm not spending I'm not spending $70 on it.
60. Okay,
not-
it
probably
is
not on Xbox.
$60. It's not on Xbox. It's
No.
not on consoles
Oh,
yet.
there you go. I'm definitely not playing it on my PC.
I don't even know if is it coming to Xbox? I know it's coming to PS5. That's going to be the first console.
I will
But I
buy
don't
it for your
know if
PS5 and make him borrow it.
Phasmophobia
Oh
is
my God.
coming to consoles.
Yeah, that we need to do play the new update. We've just been so invested into Baldur's Gate that
Do
it's
we
like,
though?
Yeah, they
I'm
did
just,
a lot.
I know, but every time I get in there, that's the thing is I love Phas, and I appreciate so much the devs' constant updates and not letting the game fade out and die. But every time I load in the game, I'm like, I gotta restart, I gotta relearn how to play this because everything's new. The menus are all different, the layout's different,
Well,
and everything
everything's
feels
wiped,
weird.
So we're
I
all
know.
level 0.
I know.
What?
But it's just
Yeah, we're all level 0.
And it's like my 32 levels, Jake. My 700 levels.
My 204.
That sucks. I had money.
But because they changed so much, and
Yeah.
all of the items got
I
there's
just
like
hate having to relearn it. every
Yeah, there's
time.
like 3 tiers of each item, I believe, and like all of this. So it was like, well, you can't just no more. We're back. This is the biggest update. You're all going back to level 1.
I would like cooler jump scares and stuff.
You are level
Yeah.
17,000.
I-
Back to level 1.
I would like more scary.
That's what I'm saying. I want more like seeing a shadow move in the background, something peeking around the
Yeah.
corner. I want
No,
I
not
want
even that.
I want something whispering in my ear or like the toilet flushing suddenly. Like
I want to
just-
be walking down the hallway and something crawls from one room to another, but so fast you barely have time to process it.
like scripted things like that. But
yeah, yeah.
but
I
it,
want
like-
actual like scary shit.
I need something like tapping on the window as I'm walking by the window or something. Like I want that kind of thing. Because imagine just doing that again in VR. It's so much more fun. I only want to play Phas in VR. It does nothing for me.
I can't afford
regularly.
VR. That did not sound like you.
That did not
That
sound
sounded
like you.
you gave it to like a random person in the room.
It sounded like you played a soundbite.
Yeah.
No, that was me. By the way, I don't think we ever said it. These two are in a relationship, though. Just so
We're
everybody's aware.
married.
Yeah,
They're
that's
actually in
probably
a
going to be.
relationship.
That'll probably be good context when you're talking about how you want to bone a Therian.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Therian, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys just had your 1 year pass?
Year and a half.
No, a year and a half.
Okay, that's right, the fake one. Right, I forgot.
Oh my
Uh
god.
huh. Uh huh.
Also, I've had like 3 separate doctors tell me that I'm most likely autistic. So I
And 2
think,
autistic friends
yes,
say that.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple autistic friends,
Yeah.
not just 2.
And obviously, none of that is a doctor's diagnosis, and that's like whatever. But like at the end of the day, if you have enough evidence of things and whatever the case, like self-diagnosis is a perfectly valid thing as long as you're not abusing.
As long as you're not
It-
like watching like a TikTok that's like
Oh, God.
Top
If-
10
if-
signs that you have ADHD. You
If
can't
you-
focus.
if
You
you,
need
like
music to
Squishmallows,
function.
you're
Yeah.
autistic. Like
Don't do that shit.
Yeah, TikTok diagnoses are about the worst thing you can do. And
I love
I
TikTok,
vouch
but
for
Jesus
TikTok
Christ.
being a pretty good source of information for the most part, but also double check.
definitely, yeah. Like
Double check, talk to your doctor if you can.
Yeah, like I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, like actually diagnosed by a doctor. And I've gone on TikTok and like searched up schizoaffective disorder to see like how other people struggle with it. The problem
So-
is I have the depressive type while a lot of other people have the bipolar type. So it's hard to relate with other people because no one really talks about the depressive type.
So if you if you start taking
Oh,
Jesus.
if you start taking the proper medication, would it turn into schizoineffective?
shut the fuck up. We're done. We're done. We're shutting this down.
I
We're
stopped
done.
listening. I was just holding on to the joke. Oh,
God.
fuck, man. I make myself laugh. I'm so funny. Oh, fuck.
Did you learn your lesson?
Anyway.
God. I love that you have that set up like that. And I love that that's basically like Jake's throne.
Yeah, idiot is just Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you
Yeah.
talking about the... Yeah.
Did
Idiot.
you not notice I threw you in there?
Me? What? I was gone?
Are you serious?
Well, I still had all that slid... I had scrolled down all the way down to the podcast reference, so I couldn't see the chat.
Oh, yeah, I threw you in timeout for like 4 seconds.
Oh, no. I was... I'll be honest, I had Reddit up and a blowjob came across my screen. I'm like, well, that's not supposed to be on the front page of Reddit.
Oh
And
my
then,
god.
Yeah, for about 1 second I was distracted by
Like
that.
like a real one?
Yeah,
Or
it was,
like
it was a
drawn
whole...
one?
No, it was a whole blowjob.
That's
I was
not
like,
that's not good.
So I didn't notice at all. I was just laughing at my own joke and looking at a blowjob that came across Reddit. So
I no.
So.
I only use Reddit to look up, like, I'll see, like, the TikTok Reddit stories, and they won't post an update, so I want to go and check it myself, or I want to see what other people are saying, because, like, I might think someone's an asshole, but I want to see what Reddit is saying.
Yeah, see,
And I feel so happy when they agree with me.
I really don't use Reddit. I have it bookmarked, and I click on it just to scroll, because I'm subscribed or following writer groups, airsoft groups, Apex, and whatever have you. And I just kind of scroll through, and then sometimes it's just like, oh, I think I'm also following the Rule 34 page, because obviously.
Oh my god.
And then I think on the Rule
That's
34 page,
given.
sometimes like cosplayers come up and whatever have you. And I think that's what
Yeah.
it was. It was a cosplayer. And I was just like, it's a blurred one. So I went, all right, I'm going to click this. What's this? And it was just a full blowjob. So I'm like, okay. But
I want to get
You
into
don't have to
cosplay.
justify.
I thought you
Chris.
could say I
It's
want to
okay.
get a blowjob. I'm like, you do.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's the
I want to get into cosplay.
backbone
I
of the
just, like,
soul.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I just, like, I don't know. For some reason in my head, I'm like, no, why would I ever cosplay? That's, like, so stupid and expensive. But it's like, why do I need to justify having a hobby?
It's also only as expensive as you make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you texted me earlier, by the way, Nin sends the most insane text messages out of nowhere. And it's just, and
my
by the
God,
way,
what
every
was it?
time one of those text messages happen, they get screenshotted, cropped, and sent to Sav immediately.
Are you serious?
Yeah, every time. Like, this is what I have to fucking live with. Nin texted me earlier. It's not even that bad. This one wasn't even bad, obviously. It was just like, out of nowhere, do we have a flail?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
a flail? They're like, yeah. I'm like a medieval melee weapon? Yes. Okay, can't say that we do. Damn. I'm like, what? Just sitting there, and within 3 seconds at work, I already constructed how to build one. I'm like, yeah, you can. I can make you one right now. Like, give me a little bit, and I can make you a flail. Now I kind of want to make this flail. That sounds like fun.
Do it. I want one so bad. We have so many swords and stuff. I figured, like, I'll give it a shot. Maybe we do have one just hidden in the basement. Maybe your Nana had one. I don't know. I want to have cool shit. I want to get a bone sword. Not a real one, but, like, I want to, like, Etsy. Someone on Etsy has probably made fake bone swords before.
I literally have a sword with a bare jawbone as the hilt.
What the fuck?
I have that. It's out in the living room.
Know
I made
about
it.
that.
No.
I made it.
I think I might want to do the photos, like, more during fall, but not super cold out. Because,
Okay.
like,
We'll
I
just
don't
make
want
sure we
it to
do a
be-
ground level so when you fall, it's not too high.
what?
Huh?
Wait,
Never mind.
hold on. Give me a minute. I'm trying to process it. I just see teddy bears in my head.
Fall.
Nope.
You said you'd take the photo in the fall, and he said you were trying to make
okay.
it
Just not going to do it too high up so when you fall,
Sorry.
it's not fun.
Okay, sorry about that.
This is off topic, but Dylan and Nin, how would you both feel if we got a dumpster?
Thing
Not
is, though,
the
like,
response I expected.
well,
A disgruntled sigh was not what I imagined. I thought,
Well,
wow,
like-
yeah, you know
like,
what?
like an actual dumpster that, like,
yeah, a dumpster.
how? But the thing is, how are we gonna prevent the bear from getting in it?
A lot easier than a rotten wood shed. I'll tell you that much. You it's don't.
I don't think it would be a bad idea. It's just, it's going to
And
be
guess what?
expensive.
It's $60 a month, as far as I found,
Uh,
for weekly pickup.
Okay, well, that was gonna be my next question. Is that them picking it up?
Weekly pickup. Yeah, I don't have to go and drive to the dump every fucking week and make it a whole thing.
yeah.
And I could very easily keep the dumpster clear for the bear, like to keep the bear out of the dumpster a lot easier than I could with that shed. Like
Where
I'm,
would you even put it?
I'll have to figure that out. That's the thing. It's like I want to look into it, and I want to make it a thing, and I could like do it, to the left of my car, like just kind of placed it at the front of where I park, but to the left, so it could just drive straight in, grab it, then back out or whatever. But I don't know, or it could be at the turnaround, and then it could grab for the turnaround, whatever. I don't know. I thought about that today. Like, I want to look into a dumpster. How much does it cost? I found $60. I took a screenshot because I was at work, so I wouldn't forget. And then, I'll look into it more. But
So anyway, so Chris, what was that game
Baldur's
way
Gate 3.
back? Yeah, way back.
Champions
I don't-
North.
I fucking love that game.
What?
No, I think it was. I think Godzilla I assume was there. King Kong I assume was there, and you were in a
Huh?
city
What?
and
Rampage?
Hold on. What's it called? Rampage? That sounds like it could be
Rampage
right.
is the side-scroll game where you
Hold
climb
on.
the buildings, you eat people out of the
Yes.
windows. Yeah, and it's not Godzilla or King Kong. There's a giant werewolf, there is a giant monkey, and there's a giant reptile.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
All
right
I
here.
heard was Godzilla ice cream, King
think
Kong
19
ice cream.
Wait,
Nope.
but what did we play it on?
Arcade machines, Game Boy.
I'm seeing these were.
I do
arcade machines, but it wasn't-
know exactly what game you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Look up
And it is
Rampage from
Rampage.
Can you give me
2000s.
my phone?
Next, I'm seeing something say it's Wii. It says right here it was on PS2, so we
Yeah, it's
we
probably
played
PS2.
on PS2. Rampage Total Destruction.
Yeah.
God, where the hell did that even come into my brain from?
I don't know, but emulate it. Speaking of old games, guess what I bought?
Well, hold on. Guess how much that game is on
$86.
$86. No, Rampage Total Destruction for the PlayStation 2 is $60
Ah, damn,
on
that was
Amazon.
close.
Hey, free shipping. What did you do? What?
So I've been pretty bad with money recently. Not that bad
So-
because like I'm doing it smartly. I'm like just spending a fuckload of money, but I did buy that bed frame. I
I'm-
did that through
I'm gonna buy
Affirm.
one too.
I bought myself the desk, and I did that on my credit card. And I bought on my credit card a couple nights ago a Game Boy SP.
Oh,
I'm
What? You can get those for like what? 150?
they're usually like
160?
140. I got this one for 70 on eBay.
Interesting.
So, well, like maybe 80, but I'm so stoked. Because like I'm playing I know I can emulate. I have my phone. I can emulate any fucking game. I have Paper Mario on the N64. I have Pokemon
It
Red.
can't beat the actual console.
It's
though.
not. No, it's not that. It is the most uncomfortable thing holding my phone to play a game, and I hate the touchscreen interactions. It's the worst because I can't play it portrait mode. That feels awful, and playing it widescreen, like it's just the way I have to hold my phone to support it doesn't feel
You have
right.
a really long
I have a long phone. I have a really long phone, and it's
You got a pair of Kingles.
a panic.
the fuck up.
It's just not comfortable at all holding my phone to play any type of game. I was playing Pokemon Unite with my friend V, and it's just I can't. I fucking hate mobile gaming unless it's a Game Boy SP. That's the only console
Yeah.
on handheld. The last handheld console I owned was a DS Lite, and I was playing Naruto Path of
Really?
Ninja, or Ninja Council. Yeah.
Ninja Council.
Ninja
My
Council,
lord.
yeah. A DS Lite was the last one I had, and it's fucking atrocious. But I do miss just like busting out playing fucking Pokemon or like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004, and like I'm just gonna bring it to work instead of being on TikTok the whole night. I'm playing Pokemon.
I want to grab like Nin has a 3DS XL, so like yeah, I could just use that. But I want my
I don't have an XL.
You have a Switch.
Yeah, but I can't emulate all of the old DS like Pokemon games. Like,
Just do it on your
there's-
PC.
It's the same thing like you were saying there. It doesn't feel right doing it. Like it doesn't. I don't
Listen,
like.
it feels a
playing them
lot
on the
better
thing.
emulating on my PC than it does on my phone.
Yes, I agree with that. But it's still that same idea. Like I would love to just get that, and I've been wanting one for a while. But like they're expensive because it's modding for it and the emulation for games, like all those. So like they're expensive to get. And it's like I just don't justify paying like $160 to $180 for it. Like, I'm not doing that.
Nope.
I was decent about spending money this month.
You want to buy a desk?
No,
Damn
no, I want my own pink desk.
You can
or green.
spray paint.
No.
I was honestly gonna, not just for Spirit, but I was going to ask you guys if we wanted to set aside a day where we could just go to like the Manchester Mall.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh,
Because
yes,
being-
love
yes,
that.
yes.
Being out in
Yes.
Michigan, I'm just like, God, I just like going to places and we ain't got shit around here. I want to go to a card shop. I want to go to the mall and whatever have you. Don't get your
I would
hopes up.
love
The mall
that.
sucks.
I have been begging
Yeah, the
since
mall
last
isn't.
year.
Yeah, the mall isn't the greatest, but it does have Build-A-Bear. So
Fair.
Yes. And my birthday's coming up.
it's
Yeah.
true.
I just,
Absolutely down for doing that though.
I will say, I just do need you guys to contribute a little bit for gas money though, because it's
Oh,
Manchester.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's,
of
it's
course.
an hour and a half away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Maybe not an hour and a half, maybe like an hour 10.
next year, I really like. I don't know how bad you would want to. Like I wouldn't mind if you tagged along. I really, 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 really want to try to go to the Ren Fair.
I would like to. It's just, again, I like going places if I'm not the one driving. I do not like being commander. I hate that. I don't like being captain of the ship. I'd rather be
I'm
dragged
gonna have to
along.
be the captain of the ship.
You don't drive.
Captain.
I will get my driver's license right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just wait till you have to like park in somewhere new. Like, oh no.
Dude, this fucking guy. I was on going 55 pulling to Center Harbor or whatever, and this guy was on my ass. I'm going 55, and he was so close on my ass, and he started to go and pass me. No blinker. Started to go and try to pass me, realized, oh, there's a couple cars coming up. I can't do that. Or no, sorry. The first time is he started to go and pass me, realizing, oh shit, double lines coming up. I can't do that. So he pulls back in. It's like, good, dickhead. Keeps riding my cheeks for no reason. And then he goes to do it again, and this time there's like 4 cars right there, and he like peeks out into it. He quickly swerves back in, and then he just rides my ass all the way through, and then eventually like turned off or whatever it is. But it's like, dude.
So see, you were going
Why?
54, and that was not acceptable.
Oh yeah. Maybe I was going 53. Oh God forbid. He just was on my cheeks the entire time and kept trying to pass me.
Sometimes I wonder, because, like, whenever he's talking about someone being super close, I'll, like, pull down the
visor.
Yes, thank you. And I'll open the mirror just to take a peek. I wonder if people can see me do that.
I mean, maybe, but, like, they don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're too busy not paying attention to anything else besides the accelerator.
I
Yeah.
get so personally offended when I get passed on the road. I do. I take that shit to the grave. I'm like, oh, you pass me? I catch up to them, get up on their ass, and high beam them the whole way. Fuck you. Don't pass me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going over the speed limit. You have zero unless there's an emergency and you, like, blare by me going 90 miles an hour, then I'm like, okay, that's probably an emergency. But if I'm going 60 in a 55 or 65 in a 55 and you pass me, buckle up, motherfucker. I'm going to be
See, but
on
the
your
worst
ass.
part-
I'm sucking your exhaust pipe, dude.
The worst part about it, though, is you're going the speed limit, maybe 5 over, you're chilling, and they pass your ass so aggressively, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, wow, where are you trying to go? And then they get in front of you, and then they slow down to like 5 under the speed limit. It's like,
Yeah.
what was the point of passing me?
I
then?
just posted
See-
on Facebook, why is driving a competition in a race when it
Yeah.
should be us working
Yeah.
together to stay the fuck alive?
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
it, and Grandma does it. You both brake check people, and it terrifies me.
I do not brake check people.
No, you
You've done
don't
it, like,
brake.
you've done it a few
You
times.
just tap the brake like
Yeah.
3 times so the
Yeah.
lights just so the lights flash. So that's you're saying, hey man, I feel like you're kind of too close to me right now. That's all
yeah,
you're saying.
you've done that a few times.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
done it
you're
a few
allowed
times,
to.
but I
Terrifies
don't.
me every
but I
time. We're-
don't just like.
We're going to get shot.
I'll shoot first. Allegedly.
No.
No, I don't brake check people.
That's why that truck followed us all the way from Meredith to
Yeah, it was
Walmart?
It was like a pullout or two ahead of McDonald's, all the way until halfway to 3/4 of the way when you take the water around to get to Walmart after the second roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy for that entire 10-15 minutes was on my cheek so fucking hard for no reason. Like,
I was actually freaked out.
I was a little bit too. He was starting to pull out, and I kept going because, like, dog, like, I'm close enough by. I'm not gonna slow down. Like, I didn't like cut him off. I didn't do anything illegal or like douchebag. Like, he started to realize he couldn't, so he stopped. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Obviously, like, let me get through, and then you'll pull up behind me. We'll go on our merry way. He had to have taken that offensively because he was like dangerously on my ass. Like, I don't even think paper could fit in between our bumpers. Like, it was ridiculous, and he kept following and following. Sometimes he'd get it like maybe a car's length back, but then he would speed right back up to me, and we were trying to look behind us to see if like what he looked like, you know, if there's somebody else in the truck with him. Maybe he was distracted, like trying to get a reading for it, and it was just some old white dude, and we're like getting again like maybe a little bit about halfway through that big turn on the water, and I'm like, listen, if he pulls into Walmart with us, I'm going back, I'm leaving. I'm obviously not gonna like park my car and go on my way. Like, I'm fucking driving to the nearest
Who
police
cares
station.
if he goes into Walmart with you? It's if he parks next to you. Then
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a
I
problem.
still wouldn't. No, I still wasn't gonna do that with how he was driving.
Can I get your opinion on names that I have picked
No
for
Lancelot.
stuff?
For stuff.
For stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
What am I
okay.
gonna say? What am I gonna say? No.
I don't know. I want to know what you think. I know what he thinks, kind of. I don't know. He's always back and forth with stuff. I want other opinions. My grandma likes a lot of them, but she's biased. Starting. Liliana for long.
Okay.
Just K.
Oh, I thought you were gonna list a few and then ask what I thought. Okay. Individual basis. Lily,
Yes.
solid name. Can't not think of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, Lily Potter. That's his mom's name. It's his dead mom's name. Dead mom the movie.
I always loved Luna.
Yeah, Luna's a great name.
I was like attached to her. Anyways, Eve.
Yeah, I like Eve. I think it's a bit overplayed though.
Really?
Yeah, a
I
little
feel
bit.
like I feel like I haven't seen anyone with the name besides like maybe old women that are like dying in the nursing home.
Well, because Eve is also short for like Evelyn, and
Yeah,
Evelyn
true.
is
Yeah.
pretty common, relatively
Yeah.
common.
It's an okay name. I like Evelyn. I have a cousin named Evelyn. She's very sweet from what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
What next?
Ophelia.
Always a winner.
I'm
You
so
can't go wrong
surprised that
with
he likes
Ophelia.
these names.
You can't go wrong with Ophelia. Ophelia is a badass name. It's also the name of the girl you're trying to save in Jack Black's video game Brutal Legend.
Oh my
God.
god. Is that the one where like Ozzy is like he's in that
Yeah.
game, right? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You might not like this name. This is a name more
Wait,
targeted
hold on.
for
If
like
Ozzy Osbourne suddenly became Christian, would his name be Ozzy Osbourne again?
Shut the
Continue.
fuck
Go
up.
Continue.
away. Chris, go edit a video or something.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm muting my mic.
You might not like this one because meh.
As long as it's not Dale, we're good.
No, and it's a boy name for me personally. Alistair.
Alistair is 100% a name from like Soul Calibur. And like
Problem is,
it's-
people are gonna call him Al.
yeah, Al from
I
Home
thought they would
Improvement.
maybe call him like Alex or something.
No, because that'd have to
Or
be
like
Alexander.
Allie.
You can't add letters to a name that
Eh.
doesn't work. Alistair's fine. That's a name that's way too serious. You know what I
I
mean?
really like the name for a boy, Daedry.
No, because it's Daedry. I kind of like that. It's
Oh
Dylan
my
Smalls.
god.
It's not related to my username.
No, it's not. I actually discovered it through The Sims, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. Next, Meryl.
It just makes me think of Pokemon.
Or Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
I got that one from Dragon Age.
Ah. Yeah, no, it's an okay name.
Rosalie.
Rosalie.
Rose for short.
No
Or Rosie.
way. I thought it was gonna
Ain't
be.
no
I thought it was gonna be
fucking way.
Lee for short.
Yeah. Look.
I could pass on Rosalie.
Mm. This one I can't pick because my cousin named her kid this, and I actually
off
shouldn't have
limits
said
forever.
that. Yeah. Anastasia.
Again, it's too serious. Like, yeah, this is my daughter Anastasia.
I just think of a porn star.
It's
You would call her Anna for short. Or
Yeah.
Anne.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's fine. Yeah.
This one for me personally is a boy name. It's gender neutral, but like if I like had a boy, I would probably name him this. Coda.
Koda.
Yep.
What happened? Why'd you shorten it all of a sudden?
I didn't shorten it.
What was it?
always been that way.
No, because
Koughdah?
you've always been saying Dakota.
Oh.
This is a different one. I have Dakota on there.
I think
okay.
I see
My
someone
bad.
named Coda and I'm like they're a furry.
I hear
Stop.
Coda and I think of the SMG from Black Ops 3.
I think
Or Cuda?
of
That's Coda.
Hey, same thing.
I think of Brother Bear because one of the brothers was named Coda.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think you might like this one for personal reasons. Adelaide.
See, I like the name Adelaide. Yeah, I think
I'm
it
all
would be
about
a good
Adelaide.
name.
You know, it's a good one. I'm gonna toss this one in there. Arietta or Arietti.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
Is it from what was it? The Ghibli movie, the Secret Life of Arietta? I think.
Neither of us have seen Studio Ghibli
No.
movies. I think I saw I might have saw Kiki's, maybe.
Oh, it's just called Arietti. Yeah. Oh, that's such a good movie. She's like a little mini fairy girl. It's so cute. It's a good movie.
Oh, gender. Next, Naomi.
That's way too common of a name. I
Really?
think. Yeah.
I have never met a Naomi.
Naomi Watts.
Who?
No one.
Oh. Next, and this one's for a boy. For me personally, Ren.
Boys. WREN.
Yep.
Yeah, but we already got one of those in Corridor Digital, so
It's true.
What the fuck is that?
It's a YouTube channel.
It's red.
It's a really big YouTube channel.
This one I really love, but I know exactly what both of you are gonna do as soon as I say it. Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
Shut the fuck up.
Times Square can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's
Okay,
true.
so no, off the list. Delilah.
No. Oh, it's what you do to me.
God.
No, Delilah's actually a really pretty name, regardless of that shit
It
song.
is, yeah. This one is very similar, but it might have the complete opposite reaction.
Delia.
Deli.
Dahlia.
The Black Dahlia. Murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think for legacy's sake, you should not do that.
Yeah. I like this one, but it reminds me of Twilight. Esme.
That is definitely a Twilight. Is that
See,
actually from
I
Twilight?
think of Peaky Blinders. So
Yeah.
Esme just doesn't sound like a name. It sounds like a sandwich.
What?
I don't know.
Can I get an Esme on
it sounds like
some,
seasoning
on some
specifically.
wheat? Next, and I'm okay with this for either like being gender neutral, like a boy or a girl or whatever.
Bill.
No. Shiloh.
I think of the dog.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
You don't know the dog?
What are you talking
Dylan
about?
says from the other room. You never read the
Apparently
book
he's
or
never
watched
had
the movie?
fucking Count Chocula. Next, and once again, I prefer this for boys because I don't know, cute. Dakota.
Dakota's a girl name.
It's definitely a girl name.
Thank you.
I like it for boys.
It's like 80% girl, 20% boy.
Meh. The one that Dylan hates the most,
We're not doing it.
but I think it's cute. You're gonna hate it too. Lancelot.
It's not happening. Like, I'm down to like
As-
discuss all the other names, but Lancelot is just off the table.
I will say,
It's just not
after
happening.
5 seasons of Merlin, Lancelot was my least favorite character.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean,
You
it
would
could
have
work
named your
with
kid
Lance.
Vale. Shut up.
Yeah, I would love to have a daughter named Vale. Why
Lancelot
is,
is
that such a
the
bad
least
name?
worst name.
Vale is a pretty name.
No.
You're just a hater.
I'm gonna name my kid
So,
Side Cable.
Dylan, what are you going to do? You get some ear piercing and pierce the veil.
Anyways, the last one, and for me, this would be for a boy. Near.
Automata?
What?
Near?
I showed you that 2B, and I said, damn the
Yeah.
porn on this bitch.
Yeah,
What?
that's good.
Yeah, 2B.
Is it automata or automata or automata?
I always say automata. I don't know. I always say automata.
That's what I said first, then I switched to automata.
I also like the name Cosmo, but I don't think I would ever name my kid Cosmo.
Wanda! By the way, I have, because we should wrap it up, because I got 58 hours and 58 minutes left on my disk space for recording.
Oh.
I got
Okay.
67 hours and 13 minutes.
And then what do you got?
I-
Bottom left.
What?
Bottom left of Audacity.
I don't know. 9 hours.
9 hours.
Oh,
and
yeah.
15.
Yeah, you're fine. That's
Well,
good.
Nin had to uninstall several games and like a majority of the Sims content to install Baldur's Gate.
Worth
So,
it. Worth it. So worth it.
The game is incredible.
Oh my god. I can't wait to watch edits of him whenever we're done with this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a good few minutes. I'm joking.
Oh, you gotta go
I'm
into
gonna
the
go
bath.
rub the bean.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't rub the bean, you flick the bean, dummy.
No, you caress the bean. Fucking idiots.
I'm done
Dude,
talking about this.
I can't believe I have to tell people how to fucking cut tomatoes at work. I'm like, you gotta treat it like your girl. You have to be gentle. No, because it's true.
No!
You have to be gentle with it. You have to be gentle with it, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna ruin it. You have to finely slice it and use the blade. Not
Firmly grasp it!
yeah. You can't be fucking. Oh, I'm so tired of having to throw out so many tomatoes because they're fucking junk.
Oh, so actually, I want to read this. Speaking of like funny texts, so I sent to my friend V because I'm trying to get her to. I've shown her 2 episodes of Supernatural, and like at some point we're just gonna watch it from the beginning. And fuck, where is it? I was explaining Supernatural in like the best way possible. I said, I told them at one point like something silly that happened in a show. Oh, it was the wax the Wax episode where Gandhi is attacking Sam.
Oh my God.
That. And she's like, I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand the show, but that's okay. And I'm like, at the core, it's a tragic story of two brothers abused by their father, chasing demons, and learning to cope with their very unique reality while clutching the idea of family as a golden concept of infinite forgiveness, despite evidence to the contrary time and time again. Space. And sometimes Sam gets piggybacked by Gandhi while Dean fist fights Paris Hilton. I think that's the best way you could ever describe Supernatural. It's this deep, traumatic story, and sometimes, Gandhi tries to bite Sam's ear, and Dean's punching Paris Hilton. Sometimes.
I loved whenever you would tell us just like random shit from that one book, like series that you read.
Gas Station?
Yeah, just random shit, and it's like I wish I thought of that. I need to shit.
Well, before you do that, let's go ahead and end the podcast. If you want to, again, my name has been Chris. I've been your host, and if you want to find out what I've been doing, I've actually been working on a trading card game related to my book series, that'll be coming out as soon as possible. Check out my website, vengeancebooks.com.
You sound like you're about to sneeze.
Or follow me on Twitter, Linkin or vengeancebooks. There will be links everywhere down below. Nin, where can people find you?
I've been working on the book series.
What?
I've been working on a card game based on my book series.
I said everything very smoothly.
No.
What do you mean,
What
no?
were you gonna ask me?
That's a sneeze that entire time.
Me?
Yeah.
What? Did you just not hear my audio?
Oh, I heard it.
Sounded like you were talking through straight mucus.
No. I was doing the outro.
Serious.
Fine, I'll do it again.
No, it's okay. No
Hey guys,
need.
this has been Chris. Thank you so much for listening to the Nihility podcast. If you enjoyed, I would appreciate if you guys left a like, follow Spotify, and also if you want to learn what I've been doing lately, go ahead to vengeancebooks.com. Go over to my Twitter, Linkin or vengeancebooks, and there'll be links down below in the description. And where can people find you?
My username on basically everything is Swiss or Shiro. My art account is Flowers Odds.
Swiss Roll Shiro.
Yeah.
That'll be
Be careful looking that up on Google. You'll find fat fetish art.
All right.
That's true.
That is a warning. Dylan, what about you?
I don't want to talk to you.
I don't fucking... Dylan's been moved to the idiot chat.
I'll have you know.
Don't look... Actually, you know what? I'm going to link everybody to Dylan's Destiny jacket unboxing, the best video on
Oh my
YouTube, where
God.
he says not one word.
Yeah,
The
but I
worst
still got, like,
unboxing of all
600
time.
views.
It's here's this. Camera off.
Hold on. My video. I think I still got like 600-700 views.
Do you
on it.
still
I got-
have
it
that
just-
camera? You bought a camera for photography and recording stuff, and you did.
Oh,
you
I
did
sold that to
fuck all
Dylan.
with it. Oh, that's right. You sold it to Dylan.
When I was in like 5th grade, maybe I made a video of these two little pet shops. One of them like shook their ass. It was supposed to be walking, but she shook her ass, and I had her like propped up on her face, so she was like twerking with her ass in the air. And I had another little pet shop come up behind her and like eating her ass, and I smothered them in like conditioner. And I had this weird moaning song in the background. It got like 10,000 views on YouTube before it was taken down.
So that's a Swiss Roll Shiro. If you want to look up and then find crazy shit like that.
It was taken down.
The best thing you can do is follow them just to see whatever they post on their Instagram story, because it's a wild ride.
Make sure your audio is on for it like the entire time, please.
Yeah,
it's so worth it.
It's like Gucci Gang and Toxic by Britney Spears.
That is not correct. It's usually
Yeah, I'm just saying it's
Find out.
wild. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. Thank you guys for listening, and then make sure you end your audio properly and then save it.
How do I do that?
Dylan, show them how to do it.
Oh,
Right
fuck.
now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Hurry up, I'm gushing.